Ikalo Yabashim Yawashai, Bashim Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, I great Musa, rule well. Salutation and blessings to the hopeful like Akio. I want to get into these rising tensions in the Korean Peninsula that's propelling the world powers towards all out nuclear conflict, okay, which we know is the method that's going to bring forth the fire that this earth is kept in store and reserved into. That way that the second death is going to be brought forth. And just as in the time of the flood and the first death, it's going to be for the purposes of the Most High destroying man from off the face of the earth for their wickedness, okay, and their evil. And with the time when that's escalated in the inhabitants of the earth in this time, all right, a blatant rebellion to the Most High, to their Creator, and this doest thou wilt shit, okay, to the most extreme extent. So this destruction is going to be for the purpose of destroying the masses of people, okay, to punish them, and then as well to destroy Esau, Edom, the so-called white man's power structure from the earth. That is a global regime, okay, as read in Job 9 and 24. Earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So the result of that is going to be the kingdom. And this is a day that the men of Yahweh Shai, the hopeful elect, long for, and they that are in the know, the day when righteousness will flourish on the earth forever. Okay, this is what this is going to be followed by. So this is going into how close we are into that time, into those things being fucking launched. Okay, for this destruction to take place. Okay, and going a little bit more on the men in the know that long for this day, because there are some that are going to be allotted to be saved from this. Okay, and that are going to go into that kingdom as the first fruits, first inhabitants of that kingdom. Okay, so let's get it. It says nuclear war is imminent. This is from RT.com. The U.S. should abandon its hostile policy if it's truly interested in dialogue, Pyongyang believes. The world is just a step away from nuclear conflict, North Korean Defense Minister General Kang Sun-nam said in a statement made public on Tuesday and presented at the Z Moscow International Security Conference. The official blamed Washington's desire for a regime change in Pyongyang for ratcheting up tensions. He also accused the U.S. of increasing its military presence in the region by deploying nuclear-capable aircraft and a submarine to the area. Now, the question is not if a nuclear war breaks out on the Korean Peninsula, but who and when it starts. Kang warned. In this year alone, the U.S. sent massive strategic arms to the region, including a nuclear-capable submarine and an aircraft carrier group and a nuclear-capable bomber, he added. It said the U.S. Navy Carrier Strike Group 11, led by its flagship, the aircraft carrier USS Nimitz, arrived at a South Korean military port in late March, soon after Pyongyang unveiled its new, smaller nuclear warheads, which can supposedly be mounted on short-range ballistic missiles. Okay. It says in late June, a U.S. B-52 strategic bombers took part in the joint drills with South Korea. Just 2 weeks later, America also deployed its Ohio-class ballistic missile submarine the USS Kentucky to South Korea, armed with 20 Trident II ballistic missiles. The undersea vessels carry a total of 80 nuclear warheads. It says the U.S., which has been waging a hostile state policy against North Korea for 80 years, blatantly interferes with the independent development and security interests of the North and pushes the situation in northeastern Asia to the brink of a nuclear war, Kang said. Okay. Washington has to admit to its belligerent policy against Pyongyang and abandon its confrontational approach if it truly wants to resolve the crisis in a peaceful way, he added. Until America does that, any dialogue is impossible, he maintained, which means military force remains the only way to secure peace and stability on the Korean Peninsula. The general stated that all claims by the U.S. and its allies about their willingness to resolve the issues around the peninsula through negotiations were nothing but an empty echo, and the only way to prevent nuclear war is for Pyongyang to possess military means of deterrence. It says Kang also declared that North Korea would no longer consider U.S. drill suspensions or other similar steps to be genuine manifestations of goodwill by the U.S. And through the spirit. Brothers have been saying this for years, from the elders and apostles on down. Who's to say, based on these different treaties and promises, like they said, fucking empty echoes, and what kind of fucking treaties has this man, Esau Edom, and America made in the past that they've broken, right? But how? Who's to say that they're upholding these different treaties that state that these different nations, including fucking America, that America's making promises that they're not going to develop these weapons, okay, and continue to manufacture and keep these active and ready, fucking pretty much cocked and ready to go like they are. All right, they know they've done nothing but fucking lie. This place, this history is what this time is coming with as well. Okay, and we know that had to come first. The exposure of this whore of America, which was nothing more than the elite's um, newest enterprise. All right, as seen on fucking on the dollar. And if you know their agendas, us in the know, the illuminated ones on the right side. Okay, know that this was America was nothing more than than their new operation. Okay, their new enterprise. Okay, that we know was founded upon fucking the worst atrocities known to man. Okay, that were performed to another people. Okay, the worst acts of deception and backstabbing as well in the breaking of those treaties and just when of a people who just treated you with in complete goodwill. All right. So this time is coming with the exposure of that too, which has already been in the mix for a while. Okay. The fucking shameful spewing of this whore of America. Okay. So, but the elders and apostles on down have been saying for years that who's to say that America's upholding these fucking treaties? We know they're not. But what about these other nations? Like Iran, they say are not nuclear capable. Who's to say they don't have a stockpile? Okay, which you gotta, if you understand anything about the world affairs, okay, geopolitics, they've been enriching the shit out of uranium. You don't think they've been doing that for the purposes of uh, increasing the destruction destruction capacity of the missiles? Okay, so that fucking explosion is greater. Okay, uh, so it says King also declared that North Korea would no longer consider U.S. drill suspensions, meaning them the U.S. to fucking suspend or to to halt or cease their their them performing these drills, man, which includes fucking deploying nuclear capable weaponry. And do you understand how fucking how much of a flex, but really how dangerous and offensive this is to do on a nation's borders, like they're doing over there? Like you'll see. Imagine if this that shit was done over here, right? Right out there, off the coast of fucking goddamn, uh, well, you know, any of the coasts around America. All right, of course, of the western or eastern. Okay, let's see. Uh, it says, or other similar steps to be genuine manifestations of goodwill by the U.S. Okay, and they're not going to consider those. Washington would need mere days to send its strategic bombers and a nuclear submarine back to the peninsula and redeploy its military contingent there in half a month, even if it fully withdraws from South Korea, the general believes. So, he's just a fucking, the devil, okay? That is nothing but lies, that you done nothing but destroy nations, okay? It says, Slovakia. We are well aware of the fact that the aggressive intention of the U.S. to strip us of our nuclear weapons and destroy our system through brute force cannot be changed even in the slightest, he said. The general's words came just days after North Korea leader Kim Jong-un ordered heightened preparations for war, including increasing the production of weapons. He also called for top officers to carry out drills with the country's latest weaponry to ensure that troops were ready for potential conflict. The move was taken ahead of a planned major joint military exercise by the U.S. and Korea. Okay, and this was from when? This was from, I believe, yeah, from the 15th of August, ma. Okay, to show you how close we are to the, and how fucking boiling over these tensions are in two major players in this nuclear conflict that we know is going to bring forth this destruction. Okay, MAD. All right, this is going to be the cleansing agent as well. Okay, but it's going to include nations like China and Russia. Well, some of the major players in this nuclear conflict. Okay, are going to get brought out. Okay, to show you how fucking close we are to this time. Is it Malachi 4 and 1? It says, For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith Yahweh Shem Shai of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. Okay, so this day that burn, this earth is reserved into the day of fire that is kept in store, as it said, reserved into. All right, is swiftly approaching, and it's likened to it like men have been shown from Yahweh Shem Shai in visions and in the trance. Okay, which when you really go into it, the Most High is outside the time. Okay, He took them there in the spirit realm into the future because we experience time linearly. So for them, it was going into the future. Okay, to that time to see and to see that he saw it likened into an oven, the old world ovens with those fucking raging flames. And this is what this place is going to be scorched with fire. Okay, a fire not blown, but it's going to actually cause fires, and as well along with the chariots. But this is going to bring forth fucking massive lake of fire upon America. But as well, fucking, it's going to leave um, nuclear fire is going to rage across the land masses of many other countries as well. You got to understand this. With the mutually assured destruction, it says the arrows that were going to be shot to the ends of the earth. That's plural. Okay, we're going to pull that through the spirit. Okay, so he saw this. The day then is going to burn as an oven. Okay, so this already fucking happened. And you can bet your bottom fucking dollar, despite all the so-called unwillingness of the people or the nation's rulers, their fear of what this can do to a nation's inhabitants, man. Okay, the devastation that it causes, and also the fucking, not to mention the after effects, leaving that place virtually uninhabitable for thousands upon thousands of years, if not more, and exorbitant that they say. Okay, you're looking up the half life of uranium. Okay, so uh, let's see, and this is also going into, as we said, is going into Esau Edom, his power structure, and then this is going to be the start of him, his power structure being rooted out is going to be the start of him being taken out, because after 1,000 years he's going into slavery for 1,000 years, and after that his captivity, he's going to be fucking exterminated as a people, where there will be no posterity, and that's what a root and a branch goes into as well. Liken it to a fucking family tree is it's got those branches on it. It's got, and it goes into your lineage and shit. He won't have any of that uh, from this. Pretty much the start of him being completely fucking eradicated from the earth. Okay, but indeed his power structure, and a lot of them. Okay, a lot of people are gonna fucking die from these missiles, man, and these weapons, which is their purpose. Okay, and despite the thoughts of the mindless fucking people, these things are going to be launched. All right, deployed. And it says in Second Ezra 16 and 3, a sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Okay. So this thing is already, it's likened into it being already deployed to the Most High Spirit is in these weapons. Just as his spirit is in the creator of the weapon, just as he was in the orchestration of his plans for this place's destruction, just as he said was mapped out in the beginning. Now, so there's no way that this can be fucking prevented or thwarted from the mere plans of a fucking mortal, man. Okay, dropping down to verse 7, may one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer. The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? Okay, there's no way that these people, that anybody's attempts can thwart this. Okay, can turn this away, can stop this from occurring. All right, everything, all these different uh, events that go down. All right, these maneuvers that are being made, these fucking proxy wars, the shit that's going on under the nose of the masses, these fucking peons, these mindless fucks that the elites call useless eaters, that they know are gonna get fucking burnt up. You know that the apostles and elders liken into uh, missile fodder. Okay, the fucking elites know. Okay, so it says, a fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? Okay, no NPT, non-proliferation treaties, no fucking sanctions. Okay, no missile defense system. All right, no coming hold together and holding fucking hands is going to stop this. All right, we got to quench this fire that is already, like I said, kindled. Okay, dropping down to verse 13. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. Okay, so these things aren't gonna miss the mark either. Okay, to cause the total mass destruction, as the title was so astutely given. Okay, but as aforementioned, is going to come with Slakia. This time is going to come with salvation. Okay, and then ultimately, it's the segue. Yes, it's going to be very fucking devastating, but it's going to come with the segue into Kainos. Okay, a renewed Earth, and then access to the universe for Israel. Okay, potentially might set up some fucking heathen colonies on some of them planets. Of course, so we can get them built up. It's practical. Of course, speaking as a man, but we have to deduce these things, which are like um, logical surmisings. Okay, to surmise, to to suppose something is true without having evidence to confirm it. Okay, but it's based off these, like I said, a logical surmising, which is a deduction. Okay, went into this a few times. See, to arrive at by reasoning and draw is a logical conclusion. You'd have to see, like brothers have said, based off of the population growth of Jake, based off the fact that it's going to be eternal, okay, an eternal reign, empire, regime, rule, okay, and then based off that they're out there, why would the Most High have something for no purpose to not be occupied? See, so even though this time is going to be marked by sheer devastation, it's going to soon follow with pleasures beyond our wildest dreams, okay? And most importantly, to be one with the Most High, okay? It says in Romans 13:11, and then knowing that the time, that now it is high time to wake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than what we believed, okay? To show you how extremely close we are to this thing, man, okay? The time that all the men of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai in times of past long for, okay? What the souls of the just long for, okay? The saints, and ultimately the all of the Most High's creation, okay? When you go into this in the NLT, it says that knowing how urgent this time is, okay? How basically how little and how short a time that we have, okay? Meaning how uh, near we are to the end, man. Okay. So with that, all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Rakak Kadash.